Everyone, this is Chandra Sir welcoming you all to the India's largest, the best, and your favorite live learning platform BYJU'S Exam Prep. So, as you all know, the GATE examination is all over, and you will be going to appear for the interview for PSUs as well as the various IITs. So, today's session is all about the interview process, how you can be able to crack the interview. I will discuss some of the important tips which will help you to crack the interview for PSU as well as IIT examination. So as the interview is part of every selection process or most of the selection process, so that is why the session is going to be very beneficial for all the students who are going to appear for various types of interviews in the near future. All right. So please do let me know if I'm audible and visible to all of you so that we can start the session. Those who are watching me live, please respond through the comment section. So this is my quick introduction. My name is Chandra Sir. I am mechanical engineering graduate from IIT Delhi, having more than 10 years of teaching experience in the field of GATE, IES and PSUs. I have also cleared engineering services examination. I have worked in SAIL for a couple of years, and I am quite comfortable in the various subjects of mechanical engineering which are mentioned over the screen. अगर आप मुझसे कांटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं तो there is a mail ID there on the screen. Do connect with me through the mail ID, as well as you can join me on the Telegram. The link is mentioned over the screen. Once you become part of my Telegram group, you will be getting the exam notifications, the PDFs, as well as the study notes, and there will be doubt clarification. All right. Yes. Before we start the session, let me inform you there are two beautiful and important series which are running for all the GATE 2024 aspirants. One of them is Ground Zero series, which is running on the BYJU'S YouTube channel for civil and mechanical engineers. And here we are discussing the concept, important concept, along with the numerical practice session. And other than that, for BARC examination, as you all know, BARC dates are out, and it is a golden opportunity for all the mechanical aspirants, mechanical and civil aspirants. So there is a series specifically dedicated for BARC students who are going to appear for BARC examination, Brahmastra series, which is also running on BYJU'S YouTube channel for civil and mechanical engineers. All right. Now, as you all know, that interview is an important parameter, important part, integral part in the selection process. So why there is a need for an interview? Why it has become a part of selection process? What exactly we check? So in today's session, I will be talking about the importance of the interview, as well as I will have a discussion about the various stages in the interview process, and finally I will discuss the important tips and tricks to crack any interview with the best possible score. All right, so keep on sharing your knowledge, keep on letting me also know that why there is a need of an interview. The interview is actually like lot of talking, but you need to guide the conversation. That is important. So the personality test or interview actually judges you on so many parameters which cannot be judged through the written examination. Written examination can only check your technical knowledge, but interview will check how to apply or how to utilize your technical knowledge in the right manner, how to apply it or the application of the technical knowledge, the practical application, whether you are able to apply or not. All right. So the interview is not the test of your knowledge, but your ability to use it in the right manner at the right time. So interview judges your leadership abilities, whether you are good team leader or not. So you should highlight your areas where you have shown the leadership qualities. That is one of the important parameter which cannot be judged by the written examination. Other soft skill which can only be judged through the interview is your initiative taking skills. How you take the initiative, or how you start explaining the things or explaining the concept, as well as your intellectual curiosity. So how much keen, how much willing you are to learn the new things, and how deeply you are going into the new things, and how you are learning the new things. It also checks your ability, social qualities, your team handling skills, whether you are a good team player or not, as well as your ability to deal with people without offending them, without upsetting them. And along with that, your physical and mental energy, whether you are mentally prepared for the particular job. If you are going for a job interview, PSU interview, whether you are mentally prepared to accept that job or not. So your mental fitness, or your mental state, or your state of mind, as well as your physical energy will be judged. And last but not the least, as I said, the technical skills can be judged through the written examination, but your practical application, how you implement your concept in the practical situation, that is judged by the interview. All right. So now I will be talking about the various stages which are important, or which are there in the interview process. Generally, an interview goes from 30 to 45 minutes. There are mainly 3 stages in an interview process. The first stage is the interviewer will try to make you comfortable in the process. So the first stage will be the comfort zone. 5 to 10 minutes, they will ask you the questions from your resume, the basic general questions. Tell us about yourself, as well as from where you have done your graduation, what are your projects, what are your this industrial exposure. So whatever the general questions they are going to ask in the first 5 to 10 minutes, and the next 15 to 20 minutes, they will try to make you in the discomforting situation, to check your pressure handling abilities, to check your ability to motivate yourself, to keep yourself motivated, to check your honesty. So the next 15 to 20 minutes, they will ask you the questions randomly. How you will be able to manage those random questions, how you whether you are getting distracted, or you are getting demotivated, or how you handle the pressure. So these are the skills which are the parameters, or which are going to be judged through the second level. And the third level, which is again 5 to 10 minutes, is for encouragement. They will try to be friendly, so that they will be able to know whether you are keen to join that organization or not, or you are having some other plans. Sometimes they ask you about your future plans. So if you are not very much keen to join an organization, if you are having different plans for the future, then they will be reluctant to select you, or they will prefer the others over you. So the third stage is for encouragement. So you should handle each and every stage very judiciously. And next, I will be talking about the various tips which will help you to get the maximum possible score in the interview. The talent can only get you in the door, but it is your character which is going to make you stay in the room for long. So the various important points which I would like to mention here. The first important point is the preparation. If you are having the prior preparation for your interview, if you have gone through a lot of mock interviews, then you will be more confident. You will be able to answer the questions in a better manner. Your explanation will be more better. So there are the first 5 to 10 minutes of your response will decide or will give them an idea whether you are prepared for an interview or not, whether you have done your preparation homework or not. So you should always have the prior preparation before going for the interview. Through the mock interviews, you should revise your subjects as well. It is not only the non-technical interview. There will be questions from the technical portion. There will be questions from the non-technical portion, current affairs as well. There are questions from the practical applications. So if you will have the prior preparation, then you will be able to answer the question in a better, confident, and more interesting manner. One of the important factor or parameter in deciding your marks for the interview is your physical appearance, because your body language says a lot about your personality. How you respond, how you are, your sitting position, your get up. Always the first impression is always the last impression. So your appearance gives an idea about your character, about your mindset. So your physical appearance should be formal. You should be well, nicely dressed, and you should be physically fit and fine, as well as mentally sound. You should be positive, you should be honest, you should be energetic in answering the question, in having the conversation with the interviewer. The next one is your resume, because resume is the summary of your professional career, from where you have done your graduation, what were your projects, what are the industrial trips you have done, what is your industrial exposure, what are your achievements. So the resume gives a lot about your personality. So you should always highlight your achievements in your resume. Prepare your resume nicely. Do not write so much in your resume. You should be to the point, and you can explain during the interview. If there is an explanation required, don't write too much, and highlight the points where you have achieved something, so that will impress. And not only prepare the resume, you should also prepare whatever you have written in your resume. If you have gone for an industrial trip, you should be able to explain. If you have done some projects, then you should be able to give the conclusion of the project. What are the benefits of doing that projects? What are the final outcomes? So these things are important. So you should prepare each and everything which is written in your resume, and it should be very short, and it should be to the point. The next is, if you are going for a PSU interview, then it is very, very important for you to know your employer beforehand, because that gives an idea whether you are keen to join the organization or not. If you are having a prior idea about your employer, then definitely that gives an idea that you are quite, or you are fully motivated to join the organization. Even if you don't know, it does not matter, but still it gives an upper hand if you know about your employer beforehand. The their way of working, what are the concepts, or what are the processes they are using in their production. So the topics, the theory, or the subjects which are related with their work, if there is a fair chance, if you are going for an IOCL interview, so what are the subjects which are going to be important in their working, there is a fair chance they are going to ask you the questions from that portion. So you should revise those subjects thoroughly. If it is a production company, if it is pr producing some component, then the production part is important for them. And the next important point is your dedication. As I said, the whole process for going into the PSU is very tedious, or it is a lengthy process. First of all, you need to appear for the written examination, then there is an interview, GD round, and so on. So they want to select the candidates who are highly dedicated to get the job, or who are going to stay for longer duration, because it is not easy task to hire someone, and then if the candidate leaves the organization, then it will be difficult for the uh, organization to hire the the next candidate or other candidate. So that is why they always try to hire the candidate who is going to stay there for a longer duration, more than 5 years or so on. So that is why they always try to see the dedication level during the interview, whether you are dedicated to do that particular job or not. An interview is a mix of technical questions, non-technical questions, the questions from the current affairs as well. So if you are going through the recent current affairs related to the organization, the things for which the organization is there in the newspaper, so if you are having a prior knowledge of those things, then it will give you an upper hand, or it will definitely impress the interviewers. So read the newspaper and go through uh, those sections which are, or the recent news about the organization. It is going to help the to get the good score in your interview process. So that is all from my side, guys. I hope you are able to understand why the interview is important, what are the various aspects of an interview, and how you can improve yourself. So lastly, I would like to say the secret to crack an interview is to stop believing in yourself, or stop believing on the luck. Rather, you start believing in yourself. Then you will definitely get through the interview process with the best possible score. All right. So thank you, guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next session. Till then, enjoy. Take care. Have a good night. Stay safe and stay motivated. Thank you very much.